Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to Align to Divine. I am Tamara, and welcome to a Friday night of free readings but held on a Saturday morning. So, welcome to Saturday of free readings. I am a little bit unwell at this present moment. If you can't tell by the sound of my voice and the watery of my eyes, so please just excuse me if I do need to blow my nose at any point or have a sneezing fit. Then that is going to happen, and I do apologize for that. But I still wanted to show up today because I do feel good. I just don't feel good. uh, so, yes, I'm just going to wait and see if there is anyone around today for some readings while I share this out into the world. I had a glorious evening last night under the Scorpio full moon. Let's share. Here. And all right, so how has your week been? How has your week been, everybody? I have had a quite mellow week this week. My son has been homesick all week with this. So we haven't really done too much out and about, which has been nice actually. I don't even know what else I've been doing this week. We've got the beautiful full moon that peaked at 3 something something this morning, my time anyway. So I don't know whether anyone is feeling that. It's a Scorpio full moon. I don't actually know too much of the details about that today. But what I do know is that I feel it, right? And I can see how my life is shifting. There are some things that have shifted quite significantly for me, especially in the last few months. Which spirit is showing me in my dreams, which has been good. Yes. All right, let's pull a card for. I don't have much to say, and my brain's not functioning well enough to be able to articulate anything that's not channeled this morning. So it seems. I have been working on some more soul maps and soul songs, which is oh my god, I can't even express how much I love doing these. Seeing the insight into people, and I mean, I can generally see who someone is just by the energy of who they are. But having that visual of, I guess, confirmation for you guys as well. So you guys get to see you the way that I see you, which is glorious. I love that so much. Because a lot of like my post said yesterday, like we perceive ourselves through the lens of other people, because that's how we are raised and that's what society expects. And so we can, I don't want to say condition, we make ourselves live by this set of rules and constructs that we put into place so that we are accepted and loved and that we fit in and we're not going to be judged. And a lot of the time it's just not in alignment with who we are. And so think we're in a period of time now where it's important to see ourselves as we really are, not as we think everyone else wants us to be. And I think, like for me, I can see the power in a woman. I can see who she is, and I am very passionate about helping women see themselves as they are and how they were born to be, which is why I love the soul maps so much, right? Because it's a written description of who you were born to be. And for me personally, it has been acceptance. Oh, that's right. Okay, I am. I was born this way. I feel my way through the world because I was born this way, right? And that there is nothing wrong with that. So having that level of acceptance has certainly helped me see myself through my own lens, as opposed to the lens and the construct of or the masks or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So that's been interesting, and that's part of purpose for me is to help women see themselves through their own lens, not through the lens of everyone else, and to reclaim parts of themselves that have been denied or built around or lost through shame. Yeah. So I'm pulling cards today. So if you're here, say hi. If you'd like a card, pop a yes, please, in the comments. Val, I see you. Thank you for joining me today. Yes. So it's refreshing for me now, through the discovery and acceptance of self that I've realized. Sorry, my nose is gonna sneeze again. From my soul map and my soul song, specifically, like it's been being able to just accept those parts of myself means that I can articulate in such an open and easy way of what I'm here to do, which I never could before. So, not really. Anyway, I can see through a much clearer lens, which is my own lens, right? I'm a little congested this morning, so I may sneeze, I may need to blow my nose. I do sound a little nasally this morning. So just excuse that. You can see my nice watery eyes right now. Yes, so where was I going? Where was I going with that? Yeah, so I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission now to help women. Fantastic. I'm very excited. Very excited to be able to do that for you, Val. I know how significantly helpful it is going to be for you. And I decided for the month of May, I'm also going to include your morning empowerment song as well as your soul song, which normally you would pay $15 extra for. So, yes. So if you book your soul map, notification everyone, if you book your soul map within the month of May, you also receive your morning empowerment song as well as your soul song. Excuse me for a second. Good times. She's saying my son's been home sick with this, or worse than this actually, all week. So I'm not really surprised that this has presented itself to me. Yes. So I'm on a mission now to to be able to sorry, I just got distracted by a notification, which I'll tell you about in a second. I'm on a mission to help women see themselves through their own lens. I'm on a mission to show people that they can accept and step into the woman that they were born to be, by removing all of the social constructs and the lens that we see ourselves through, which is not our own lens. It's, seeing ourselves through the lens of other people, which is how we're raised, right? So yes, I am on a mission. So welcome to this space. And know that I see you. I see you. And I can't wait for you to see yourself the way that I see you, which is exciting. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. I will pop you on my list. And let's see if I can find a pen that works. Not that one. And Tanya. So if you are interested in a soul map, which includes your own personal soul song and your own personal morning empowerment song, created for you from the information that we receive through your soul map, which is, we use your birth chart. I use your birth chart, and you get all of the planet placements and how that applies to you specifically. You get your financial blueprint, you get your spiritual gifts blueprint, you get your career and life purpose blueprint, and you get your relationship blueprint all in one document. And they are glorious. And then you get your own soul song, which everyone that I have sent out so far, the feedback has been, oh my God, I cried. I've never felt more seen. So if that is something that interests you, the link is in the description of this live stream. Oh my gosh. And now that's not working for me. There we go. So if you're here, say hi. If you would like a card, pop a yes, please, in the comments. The way this works is I write a list. So you come on and you say yes, please, and then you go on to my list, and I read from the top to the bottom. I'm here for an hour and 15 minutes. And I usually talk for the first 15 minutes and then do readings for an hour. So I read from the top to the bottom. There is a donation link in the description of this live stream, and also I'll pin it here in the comment thread as well. So you can donate or not. You can donate as little or as much as you like. But if you do donate, you get bumped to the top of the list and you are guaranteed to be read for through the course of the hour. So, you get read for next, right? So, there we go. And all donations are gratefully and wonderfully received. Okay, and I also... thank you, Helen. Helen is here. So I'm actually going to start with Helen because she just donated. Let me just pop this here as well. Okay, there is the link to the soul maps, which I've popped in the comment thread here as well. Yes, there it is. There it is for you, Val. It is also in the description of this live stream. And if you have trouble finding it, just come onto my business page, and there it's in the cover photo. Always put the link to whatever the cover photo is for there, so it's always accessible. I might actually pin it in featured. I'll do that after. Write these things down, otherwise I forget. Thank you, Spirit. I love that. Okay, so Helen, are you here? Can you just put a heart in, or if you've got a question? I did see your beautiful, wonderful, kind donations, so I would love to read for you first, but I want to make sure that you are on live before we do that. Ah, perfect. There you are. I see you. All right, Helen, we are not going to use these cards for you. Or are we going to use these cards for you today? We're not. We're not. All right. Now, the first thing I want to say to you, Helen, is that you have all of these tools at your disposal, right? So don't forget to use them. Don't forget to tap whatever you need to, right? Don't forget that you've got the breath work there that you can do. Don't forget that stillness and nervous system regulation should always be your number one priority, especially when you're feeling heightened, or especially when you're triggered by something that happens, right? Because where energy goes, where attention goes, energy flows, right? So what you're focusing on is what you create for yourself. So making sure that you are focusing on the outcome that you desire, as opposed to the whatever the story is that you're feeding yourself. So utilizing your tools when you start feeling heightened, whether it be sitting down and writing out what it is that you are feeling, and whatever the story is that because usually when something happens, we attach it to an experience that we've had before. We attach the feeling or the energy to the experience that we have had before, and then we attach our story to that. And then that's what we feed ourselves, which gets us more and more anxious. So focusing on the outcome that you desire. And last weekend I also learnt what we meet with compassion dissolves. So if you have that story and you have that narrative that comes up and puts you in that heightened state, feed it compassion. Feed yourself compassion. I'm sorry that this happened to you. I'm sorry that you feel this way. I'm sorry that these people are doing it. And it's kind of like giving your victim a voice. I believe that there's a victim in all of us, and some people live in victim mode, and some people don't. But I also believe that there is the victim the victim within you requires expression. Yeah. What is not okay is to live in that victim state, but sitting down and going, this is really crap, I can't believe this happened, this person, blah 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 blah. And then once you've got that out, then you are able to meet it with compassion, and then take your power back, and live from that space. Yeah, from that space of empowerment, from personal responsibility, from creating what it is that you desire for the situation, or for life even, right? I saw that, Val. I'm super excited. So Val just booked her soul map, which is very exciting. Okay, so Helen, it is the giving heart that says develop self-love. Now, I am working on a program experience. I'm not sure what it's what I'm going to present it as yet, but for self-love, for self-reclamation, for changing how we perceive ourselves, and giving ourselves the love and respect that we deserve. Yeah. So I'm working on something to do with that. Develop self-love. So, and that's, it's taking your power back and standing in your truth, and being unwavering, but at the same time, trusting the process and trusting. So life happens, I know this is really cliche, but life happens for us. It doesn't happen to us. Everything is happening for us in some way or another. And it's about trusting the process, and also trusting that everything is going to work out for your highest good. Making sure that you stop and listen as well. Okay, so we have the forgiving heart. These two actually fell out of the deck. Most of the time I split the deck, but occasionally they fall out. So we have the forgiving heart. So this big full moon in the background here. Maybe there's something that you can do tonight. So the full moon peaked at 3 something this morning. 3:23 or something like that this morning. So we are in full moon in Scorpio energy, which is all about releasing. It's all about releasing. So this says, don't let your past imprison you in the present. Let's see what else we've got for you. I'm so grateful that you're here, Val. And I'm so grateful that that you feel seen, yeah, and that you show up for yourself and do the work. So I can give you the tools, but the tools mean nothing if you don't use them, right? And as much as I would love to help everyone on the planet, I also know that I can't do the work for people. People have to do that for themselves. So give yourself credit for seeing yourself and for giving yourself the kindness of showing up and doing the work. Because your purpose it's bigger than the story. And the same with you, Helen. Your purpose is bigger than the story that you tell yourself. And I saw this just before I jumped on, actually. There's a guy called Gary Vee. And the message is, whether you are 19 or whether you are 67 or whether you are 88, there's still time. You still have time, right? And me as a 47-year-old, like, I'm just over halfway, right? I would say I'm just over halfway. So there's still time. So you can start something new today, and you've still got plenty of time. If you go back and look through history of the people that have made impact in the world or have done big things in the world, a lot of them didn't start, or that didn't happen till their 40s or their 50s or their 60s or even their 70s, right? So there's still time. There's still time for impact. There's still time for purpose. There's still time for creation. And there's still time for reclamation of self and creating the life that you want, right? A second. All right, and Helen, we have the rejected heart, transform heartbreak into inner strength. So it's learning, it's taking all of those lessons that you've learned and all the things that have happened for you in your life, and using them for good, turning them into power and purpose. Oh, and look at this card on the bottom. It says, adventurous heart, set sail on a trip of a lifetime. So what new adventure are you going to start? What new adventure? It's like you're being asked to step outside of the immediate of your world, right? Step outside of that comfort zone, of that box, right? And go adventuring, finding something new and something purposeful for you. I also did hear that anything that happens with the situation that I know that you messaged me about the other day, yesterday, excuse me, shifting energy right now, is a gift. It is a gift to you, whether it be time, space, or the opportunity to create something new. So regardless of the outcome, the universe is showing you that there is space for other things, for new adventures. And you never know, you may very well find a completely new lease of life, and have more wonderful experiences and adventures that are yours, that are not you doing things for others or you caring or nurturing for others. It's you caring and nurturing for yourself. All right. Thank you so much, Helen, for your beautiful, wonderful, kind donation. And thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, it's just one of those days today. Everything's just teetering on the edge. Oh, a great night. Watching the footy last night. It was an exceptional game of football. It was very exciting, and I was very happy that my team won. But either way, I think that even if they had not, the game was so good that I would have been happy anyway. And I got to sit out by the fire under the full moon, and have lots of belly laughs with my sisters, which was fun too. Talking about childhood, having memory flashbacks from childhood. Oh my God. My setup is driving me absolutely nuts this morning. So just excuse me for a second while I readjust myself so that Everything is available, but not falling all over each other. All right. Okay, so Val, you are up next. And Meg, I'll pop you on the list. Hi, Lorraine. Welcome. So the way I work is I write a list. So you come on and you say yes, please, and I write a list from top to bottom, and then I make my way down the list from top to bottom. I do have a donation link in the description of the live stream and pinned in the comment section here. And if you do make a donation, you get bumped to the top of the list. And yes, you get bumped to the top of the list, and I read for you next. And you can donate as little or as much as you like. It's not a requirement. You certainly don't have to. I will try and read for as many people as I can. I'm here until 11:15 this morning, my time, 11:15. It's currently 10:30, and I read for as many people as I can. Often, if you hang around, you will receive some quality something. Even if I'm not reading for you, there is always. You will always walk away with something. I always walk away with something. So, Val says, chop garlic, let sit, and then take 1 teaspoon raw. I'm thinking of anything worse, to be honest. This is my secret weapon. They are triple strength garlic, sea, and horseradish tablets, and they are the reason why I could show up today. So I've got a bit of a head cold. For those who are wondering why I sound a little nasally today. 3 days, 3 times a day. Yeah. Okay, Val, you are up next. Thank you for looking out for me. I receive your love and support. Gratefully received. Okay. Val. We're going to use the heart ones for you. All right. So Val, the first thing I want to say to you is that you require to feel the feelings, right? You are like me. You feel your way through the world, right? And when we judge or criticize ourselves for those feelings and we suppress those feelings, then everything gets all out of whack and it becomes overwhelming, right? And I feel like that's kind of where you are right now, is that in that emotional overwhelm, because things keep coming up, right? Things keep presenting themselves. So what I want you to do is consciously feel your way through everything. Allow the feelings to come and to merge through you. Allow yourself the space to release, to let go. Yeah. And without judgment. I think that's really important as well. To stop judging yourself for feeling big, right? So the lessons are important, right? And the thing about these lessons is they will continue to repeat until we move through, right? Until we move through it, until we learn the lesson, which is annoying. But you are in a stage of your life right now where it is completely possible for you, right? You just have to give yourself permission and allow without judgment. They try to squash me. Interesting. How about, okay. So I've always thought that I was too emotional. I've always been told I was too emotional, right? And so I would tiptoe through life, and I would hold on to stuff, and it would end up a mess. It would burst out of me in some way or another, which would then make me feel like shit, and feed the shame spiral, right? But and I think that I'm so glad that you've ordered your soul map, because I think it's going to help you so significantly, right? In accepting those parts of yourself that you've been told your whole life are wrong, are too much. Yeah, you're too much. You're too emotional. You're too joyful. Like you're just crazy. Like, settle down. I don't know whether you've heard that. Settle down. That's too much. What are you doing? You're crazy, right? So knowing that you're never too much, right? Stop living in like other people's judgment, right? Feeling lost in others' bullshit. Yes. All right, let's pull some cards. So when you come to that point of acceptance, there is a level of allowance that there are things that you will allow for yourself that you would have judged yourself before. Yes, I'm so glad. I'm so very glad that you have booked yourself a soul map. For those of you who are interested, soul maps are available, and they come with your own personal soul song. So you get a map of your soul blueprint from your birth chart. What all the planets mean for you, your spiritual gifts blueprint, your career and life purpose blueprint, your financial blueprint, your relationship blueprint. I feel like there's something else that I've missed. And you get your own personal soul song. And for the month of May, I'm actually going to send out your morning empowerment song as well. So you get two as well. And they are $97 for a very limited time as an introductory price. The link is in the description of the live stream here, and it's in the comment thread here somewhere as well. And they are a vision into, they are a deep personal insight into who you were born to be. Yeah. So it brings about this level of acceptance that of yourself that you may never have been able to see before. Helps you see yourself through your own lens of who you were born to be, not through the lens of everyone else. Okay, so Val, we have step onto the road to deeper healing. Beautiful. Let the tears flow, Val. Let it all out, right? You're in a safe place and you're being held. Okay. Resilient heart. It's time to rebuild, because once you let all that stuff go, it means you get to make the choices from a healed space of desire and personal power and joy. Right? What is it that I actually want? What is it that I'm going to create for myself? What am I here to do? Yes, being able to show up as yourself in that full authentic expression. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, and we've got trapped heart. So step outside of your comfortable zone, your comfort zone. Feeling those feelings is going to be uncomfortable. Unavailable heart. face painful experiences and heal. So your message, the cards are just confirmation, right? Your cards are just confirmation, shifting energy for you as well. Excuse my little bodily functions. Hi, Amanda. Yes, you've got this. I will get that soul map to you as soon as possible, so that you can have that insight, because I feel like that's just going to be super healing for you as well. You know, there's a part of my soul song that says, oh, I can't think of it. Hang on a second, because I always miss the. Open. I hope that's not playing. No, okay. It says, where is it? I don't do the shallow, I don't do the grey, I go deep or I find another way. And I was like, that is perfect, because I struggle with fluff conversations. If you're having a conversation with me, I just want to ask you all the deep questions. Like, I want to have a conversation about who you are and what drives you, and like, I'm really interested in who you are as a person, and you know what beliefs you have, and so I really struggle with surface levely kind of fluff conversations, which means a lot of the time I just sit back and observe, right? Because I also know that asking people those kinds of questions is quite confronting, and it makes people feel uncomfortable, and that's something I have to get over. Whether people feel uncomfortable or not is not my responsibility. I just need to show up as myself, right? Okay, so there is no shame in not wanting to do the shallow. There is no shame in not wanting to live in the fluff. Yeah, it's just part of who you are, and the more that you embrace that, the more you will surround yourself with people that encourage that thrive from that, instead of condemning you and putting you down. So, all right, thank you, Val, for your beautiful, wonderful, kind donation. For your soul map, actually. But thank you for being here. Thank you for your donation of your energy and time, and for being present with me. There we go. Oh, Helen, I see that. So, before you go, Val, I don't know whether you saw this, but for anyone who books a soul map reading, I need you to email me at support@alignedtodivine.com.au with your birth details. So the name that you want on your chart, on your map, the date you were born, the time you were born, and the place that you were born in. So, all right. So, Meg, you are up next, darling. Thank you for your beautiful, kind donation. All right. We are going through a period of massive change. Everyone is. And we are being made to feel very, very uncomfortable, and we can either fight it and not want to sit in that uncomfortableness, or we can choose to sit in it and move through it, so that we can find what comes out on the other side. And what comes out on the other side is often the authentic living, the purest form of ourselves. It's you living your life as you, however the hell you want, doing whatever the hell you want, right? So yeah, allow yourself to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because that's what life is about, right? Okay, let me just have a drink because I'm parched. Excuse me. All right, Meg, what cards are we going to use for you today? Oh, I think unicorns. Ah, that was cold. Okay. Meg, this is for you. Oh. Okay, we have the Strength card. Now, I know I say this every time, but every time I see this card, to me it looks like two horses, a black horse and a white horse, and it always reflects the light and the shadow. Yeah, the light and the shadow. So that's every time. That's what I see. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. So the word grief first comes to mind. So just allowing. I feel like there's something going on underneath the surface that is making you feel a little bit off, but you don't know what it is. So, and I don't know whether you need to know what it is, only to feel your way through it, right? So one of my favorite ways to feel my way through something, if I don't know what it is I'll put on a movie that I mean, I cry at just about anything these days. I realize I'm just feeling everyone else's stuff, right? But the so I watch a movie. Generally, it's the one that I go to is called 5 Feet Apart, which always makes me cry. Always makes me cry, even though I know it's coming, right? So if you have something like that you know you can sit down with and just even if it's just to trigger those feelings to come up and out. Because that grief is the shadow aspect that's hiding parts of your light right now. So your light is behind that, is hiding behind that grief. So even though you're trying to do things, and even though you're trying to get out there and share an experience, there's it's still not, you're not experiencing it fully, because there's that whatever it is that's underneath that needs to come up and out. And that's, that goes for everyone. A lot of the time we don't know something's there until, or like, we know that something's there, but we don't know what it is. And sometimes you just have to put yourself in a position where you can have that release without attaching it to anything, and then the clarity will come, right? Oh, there was another card. Did I put that back? I don't even know what that was. There was another card behind that. And I put it back in the deck without even thinking about it. it was sanctuary. So taking the time to be in the stillness and the peace of yourself. And I know that it's getting colder down there, but still trying to spend some time outside. I want to say connecting with trees. I know that you understand that. So standing with your hands on the trees and breathing through the feelings, right? But really allowing the Earth Mother within you, because I know that she is very present in you, right? Allowing her to guide you through this healing, this grief healing, as well, which means connecting to her daily, consciously, continuously, right? We have imagination. Envision a new reality. Give yourself permission to dream. Believe in unlimited possibilities. I love unlimited possibilities. I mean that the only limitations that we have are the ones that we place upon ourselves, right? Unlimited possibilities. Ooh. And finding your tribe. Surrounding yourself with the people that get it, that get you, that will support you without judgment, that will hold you as well, without making you have to explain anything. Oh, I love this card. Dance is how we shift energy as well, right? Move your body to music. Dance with the rhythm of life. Manifest your dreams through dance. So again, I get that image of the Earth Mother dancing out in the trees, light a fire, dance around the fire. Just allow yourself to let go of all of the constraints and all of the restrictions and all of the control that we've placed upon ourselves, right? And feel your way through it. Move your way through it. And allow the elements to support you in that as well. So if you want to grab a couple of your girlfriends and light a fire out in the trees and do some dancing around the fire. Sounds glorious, actually. All right. Thank you, beautiful Meg, for your beautiful, kind, wonderful donation. So very, very grateful for you. And this feels like you're ready as well. Like, I know that you've moved through a lot, and I know that you've let go of a lot, and it feels like you're just ready now. You're ready for that new chapter. You're ready for that next. It's not even a new chapter. You're ready for the new book, to start writing the new story, right? And you're ready to release the feelings and the story that you've attached to the feelings. And any guilt or judgment that you might have around that as well. And you're ready to do what it takes. Yeah? No matter how uncomfortable it is. Right? It doesn't have to be uncomfortable. It can be beautiful and flowing and connected and earthed as well. All right. And I also want to say that your sister is with you, and I don't know whether you feel her hand on your shoulder often, but she is there. She's the one driving you forward. So allow her to be part of the process as well, through your fire and dancing around the trees and things. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, beautiful Meg. All right. Tanya, are you still here? If you are still here, pop a heart in the comments. And or Lorraine, if you are still here. Just pop a heart or something in the comment section here to let me know that you're still here. Just want to make sure. Oh, Lorraine, I see you. All right, Lorraine. Okay, interesting. All right, Lorraine. There is a part of you that needs to soften. It's like this hard exterior that is blocking you from living life fully, right? So you're being asked to soften, and I've got that like letting go of the chains, the chains of control that are constricting. All right. So you are this deep well of love, right? And that is who you are on the inside. But for whatever reason, for whatever experiences that created this hard shell, there is a wall. There is the containment. So all of that well of love is just inside. It's just inside of you, and you don't feel safe to let it out, right? But that well of love that you have within you, that is you. That is you. So you're being asked to soften. I was like, so she's got to crack open or crack the walls, but it's not even about that. It's just about softening. And it starts with yourself. So I don't know whether there's a lot of critical self-judgment that goes on. What that inner critic? You've got a pretty loud inner critic that that guides you. Yes. All right. So here we go. We have Diana. So the Divine Feminine cards were like these ones. Excuse me for a second. Just while I clear my nasal passages. She is the queen of the wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother's tongue. So flowing comes to mind. So I don't know whether you resonated with the dance that I was just telling Meg talking to Meg about, but there is an element of something in that for you. Using dance to create flow, which will help you soften. It's like tapping into that feminine part of yourself, without criticism and judgment. When you first start, I feel like it's really important to say this. When you first start using dance and trying to flow through movement and energy, it will feel really awkward, and you will feel really awkward. But I want you to move through that, and I don't want you to judge yourself for it. Because it'll take no time at all of consistently showing up for yourself and using dance as movement, dance and movement as, but predominantly dance. They're like dance, 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 as flow to soften. And it's about connecting back in with your body and back in with yourself as well, and back into that deep well of love that you have within you, right? And maybe giving yourself a little bit of that love too, right? Okay. It says, I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. I see the light in my own darkness. So for every inner critic voice, any judgment, any criticism that presents itself for you, I want you to try and make it a practice to counteract that with a positive about yourself. Now, just thinking, I personally am not consciously aware of that inner critic a lot of the time, so it's hard to go, oh, hang on, I've got to reframe that. So perhaps taking moments throughout the day to just say something kind about yourself. Take a look in the mirror and go, you're smashing it. You're doing a great job today. You did that really well. Like finding ways to just see it. Oh, I see the light in you, right? Whatever positive thing that you can shower yourself in through sporadic times, multiple times throughout the day, right? I want you to try and put that in as habitual, and it'll feel ridiculous. Like everything feels ridiculous, right? There is going to be the inner critic and the judgment and whatever. And just remind yourself, I'm doing this for my higher good. I'm doing this for my future self requires this for me to become her, right? So what else have we got here? Teresa of Avila, a lady of the interior life. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. So really, it's about connecting back into yourself. Oh, excuse me, without criticism or judgment. What have we got on the bottom here? I can't say that. I can't pronounce that, but I'll show you. I just want to point this well of love here. See this beautiful love shining out of her. The High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. One other thing that I want you to try and do, first thing in the morning, okay, pick a color. Oh, actually, no, you don't have to pick a color because it might present differently every day. It might present as a different color every day. But generally, the heart chakra colors are green and pink, right? Green and pink and maybe even a little bit of red. But I'll get to the point. First thing in the morning, when you first wake up, I want you to take a couple of minutes when you're laying in that theta state. I want you to do this first thing in the morning. I want you to do this last thing at night, right? Draw your attention. I would say call in the 6 directions: the direction to the north, the direction to the south, the direction to the east, direction to the west, the direction above, and the direction below. Call all 6 directions into your heart space as a ball of glowing white light, or a glowing light, right? Whatever color that needs to be for you today, that represents, on that day, that represents love. And then allow that, visualize that, that color and that ball of light spreading through your entire being, through your whole body, through your aura, and then expand that out into the world. So doing that first thing in the morning and last thing before you go to bed. If you do nothing else, do that, and that will help you significantly in just expanding that love out of yourself. So yeah, because the world needs that well of love that you have within yourself. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Lorraine. Sorry. Thank you so much, Lorraine, for being here. And thank you so much for giving me the gift of being in your energy and being able to read for you. I'm so very grateful to you all. Are you right? 6 Sun. Yes, I'm so very grateful to you all for allowing me to be a part of your journey and for being a part of mine. I'm so grateful that you're here. Okay. Who have we got? Amanda, are you still here? Or is there anyone that's here that I haven't read for yet that requires a reading? Got 10 more minutes. Yeah, and as you expand that light out, just, if you come across any dark spots or blockages or anything that you can see in your body or in your field, allow that light to dissolve that as well. So I say visualize because I'll actually explain this. There are 4 separate ways that we receive our intuition and that we work through that process, right? And there are clairs, the main ways, should I say, and there are clairs. So we have clairvoyance, which is clear seeing. We have clairaudience, which is clear hearing. And then we have clairsentience, which is clear feeling. And then we have claircognizance, which is clear knowing. I used to think that I couldn't do meditations. We always have one clair that's stronger than the others, but they're like a muscle. It's like going to the gym. The more you work it, the more you build it, right? The stronger it becomes. So we all have all 4 that work on some level, but we generally have one that's stronger than the other. For me, it's claircognizance, so clear knowing. I just know stuff, right? I used to think that I couldn't meditate or do guided meditations because I couldn't see. They would say, visualize this or see that and see yourself doing this. And because I didn't have that image in my mind's eye, I thought that I was doing it wrong. But you don't actually have to be able to visually see these things. If you know that it's happening, then that's you doing the meditation. That's you doing it, right? If you can hear the sounds or the words or whatever it is, or if you can feel that you are there doing it, or if you just if you know that you're doing it, or if you can see that there's all different ways that you can have that experience without actually visualizing what it is that you're trying to visualize, as long as you know that I know that there is a ball of pink light in my heart space right now. And I know that pink light is expanding out through my body. And I know that I am clearing any blockages in my body. I know that that's there. Okay. So that it changed the way that I did things, knowing that I wasn't doing it wrong, and knowing that I just had to know that it was that color's purple. Can I see purple? No, but I know that it's purple, right? So I hope that helps. I hope that helps you through whatever visualization or visualization. That's why I do this, because we don't have to visualize. Just need to know, hear, feel, or see. Okay, so I think we're done. I think that is everyone for today. I go live usually every Friday night for free readings at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm thinking about popping a day one in there midweek as well. We'll see how that goes. Don't hold me to that. It was just a thought, and I don't know what that looks like or if it'll ever happen, but I do would like to reach a daytime audience as well. Make it accessible for everybody, because I do quite like these Saturday during the day ones as well. Okay, so that is everyone, I think. If there is anyone else here that hasn't had a reading, now is your last chance to pop a heart in the comment section and let me know that you're here. Or a yes please, or whatever works for you. Soul maps are available. They are $97. I can't rave enough about them and how much it's changed things for me and how I see myself and how I show up in the world. My soul song and my morning empowerment song I listen to every day, multiple times a day. My kids are like, oh my God, you're playing that again. The post that I put out yesterday, the soundtrack, the backing soundtrack of that is actually part of my morning empowerment song. It's the chorus of my morning empowerment song. So they are available, $97. And for the month of May, usually you just get your soul song, but I'm adding the morning empowerment song in there for anyone who purchases through May as well, because I listen to mine every day. And I think that they are just as important as the soul song. So allow yourself to be seen. Allow yourself to know who you were born to be. The link is in the description of this live stream and in the comment section here as well. Or just pop onto my business page. You'll find it in there somewhere. On the cover photo, it's always there. Okay, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. It's a long weekend here in Queensland. I don't know about you guys. And I will see you all again Friday night at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So have a wonderful week. Oh, why won't it let me push that button?